I like who got businesses, I'm CEO of mine. 1980 Prezi Rolly, we been working overtime. The witness, the police, the pigs, I don't eat swine. Son of Jacob, this biblical, my flow, the holy God. Save money ground up in the gutter where they found us. Stones in the faint mouth rush. More vacays, more bucks, more race, more foreign trucks, more on a tour bus, more pour cup. Toast to the winners, throw it up.
Let me see where the drums at.
Our Father who art in heaven, I love when you toss me blessings. You never throw interceptions, I catch them like O.D. Beckham. Hard to not the devil when built like Tiana Teller. And balling at 27, I feel like Iman Shumpert. Know there's a disconnect when the sheep start to lead the shepherd. The weak start to be aggressive, the streets start to be the reverend. Bragging about first class, seated on 9/11. They spirits are not united, allegiant my soul forever. I murder my adolescence, assault with a friendly weapon. I verbally dissect them to help them get back together. Wanting the stranger things, I handle it like 11. My point is I guard the kids. I should play for the Celtics. Watch how I Euro step them and curry them like I'm stepping. Whenever I'm in your town, the Warriors in your presence. I manifest my endeavors. I'm blessed and I'm getting better. I walk amongst living legends. Coach Contra will live forever. Oh. New goals, baby boo. Got my wrist in these grits, tryna whip something new. I am sick of this rampant. So are you. Hold on, switch. Mama, I'm gonna introduce my ego. Since the world full of villains, then let's introduce the heroes. We the good guys, no blood on our hands. It's Tito, she a back. Finna, guaranteed, don't move back. Type of view is that on the globe. It's a visionary peeking out the window of my soul. Might just fall back, lend a helping hand and play my role. You ain't all that in the mirror, oversold. Call me Reasonite, aka Malcolm XL. That's a big pun, bigger punishment. I give him hell, getting done. Keep it blunt enough, you can't cough drop. Tell them hard for their health.
We are down on the bayou as you get a look inside the Superdome here in New Orleans. Today we've got a Week 6 matchup for you here between the Cincinnati Bengals and the New Orleans Saints. Set to go now in Week 6 of the NFL season, and we are underway on EA Sports. Taken from about the 12. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25.
The Saints take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
They go play action. Winston. Oh, look at Thomas wide open. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 19 yards right off the bat, and a quick first down.
That's good for the Saints.
Jameis to throw it. They'll get this out to Kamara. Call it a gain of 3 on the play, and it's 2nd down. The Saints at 2-3 here to begin the new season. They come in losers of 2 straight, so trying to turn things around here.
And you just mentioned 2 straight, and when you're talking about 2 games, that's nothing to panic about.
The Bengal pressure gets him that time. Down he goes. Trey Hendrickson showing off his pass rush repertoire that time. So now after the sack, Winston and the Saints needing to figure out what to do. Tough play, 3rd and long. Now throwing on 3rd down there, but he cannot connect.
When you're a capable runner, oftentimes your quarterback coach, your offensive coordinator, they love to see you break the pocket and go ahead and take off. I think he could have gotten vertical and picked up something there. Instead, he pushed it downfield. Incomplete.
Oh, he'll field it in the end zone. And he'll be tackled inside his own 15. The decision to bring it out cost him some yardage. 13 yards the tally on the return there. And the Bengals will have a 1st and 10 from deep in their own territory. 1st down. Here's Burrow. Trying to get it to Chase, but it's intercepted. Picked off by the Honey Badger, Tyrann Mathieu. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. So, Charles, our first points of the game provided defensively. What a play that was.
I can only imagine that the folks at home watching are thinking to themselves, that's one of those plays where once the ball leaves the quarterback's hands, you just sort of go, and wait for the result. This time, the defense benefited.
So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. The Bengals drive about to get going. Here's Joe Mixon as they start on the ground. And he powers through the first wave, but he's going to be swallowed up behind the line of scrimmage. Back to Mixon on 2nd down. And he almost gets this to the 30, taken down about a yard shy. 1st and 10, and they've got 3 tight ends out there. A jumbo package look. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. Oh, you saw that one coming. It's intercepted. Thrown back across his body. Picked up by Marshawn Lattimore. And the Saints are going to take over a couple of yards shy of midfield. A good starting spot for the Saints as they come up 1st and 10. Just shy of midfield at the 48. They begin on the ground with Kamara. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. From the gun, Winston. On the check down, he finds Kamara. 2 yards on the pickup there. And that brings up 3rd and a full 10 yards. Right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the 1st down and move the chains. He'll air it out deep for Thomas. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down. Blake Gillikin on to punt now on 4th down. And not what he was hoping for there, as this will hit in the end zone for a touchback. The Bengals drive about to get going. And job one here, Charles, just keep possession of the football. 2 drives, 2 turnovers to this point.
You're exactly right, Doctor. Hippocratic oath. First, do no harm. And right now, they're harming themselves on offense.
I like that. No one is mistaking me for a doctor, though. But thank you, Dr. Davis. From the 24, Burrow. And now Burrow going to be intercepted yet again. It's the Honey Badger, Tyrann Mathieu. And this return is going to be halted right around the 28-yard line. Now a 1st down carry. It's Kamara. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. play there, second down. Here's Winston. Drops this off to Kamara out of the backfield. And he'll be marked down at about the 26-yard line. Well, this defense for the Bengals, they were very solid last week in the victory over Baltimore.
I have to admit, I was extremely impressed by what I saw on tape because they stayed in the face of...
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. And the Bengals are going to take over once again with a football at their own 20-yard line. Unfortunately for him, if last week was any indication, we knew a pick was coming at some point. Last week it was interception after interception, and here we go again.
We actually quit counting last week at a certain point because I thought I was going to run out of fingers, right? Because I'm not all that skilled as a mathematician. But you're right, it felt like a matter of time, and you got to think the guys on defense, they couldn't wait for this opportunity after what they saw on tape.
And he goes out of bounds just shy of the 45. That good for 22 and a first down.
Exactly what they needed right there because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
Mixon with a first down carry. And he'll be taken down at about the 45. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports.
That's the end of the first quarter with the score.
Second down and 8. Once again, they run with Mixon. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. Backed up here, tough spot, needing 11 yards to pick up the first. He's going to wind up and air it out. And unable to connect, incomplete. I'll give him credit, they took their shot, but it's going to bring up fourth down. So on fourth down, out comes the left-footed punter, Kevin Huber, to punt it away. Deontay Hardy deep for New Orleans. And the kick's away as he angles this one for the sideline. And this punt will go out of bounds. I think it'll be inside the 25, and it will. Right at the 24-yard line is where they'll spot it. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And they've got themselves a 7-0 lead here, but that, you recall, was a defensive touchdown, so still nothing as of yet for this offense.
Well, they're happy to have the lead. We got to cut them a little bit of slack. It's still early enough, just a couple of drives so far, but if this one goes nowhere, those adjustments that we talk about, they shouldn't wait for halftime. They should go ahead and start working on them right now.
On second and inches, Winston to the sideline, and that's well done. Able to drag the feet. He's going to have the first down. Just 4 yards on the pickup, but that's good enough to extend the drive. Winston to give. It's Kamara. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Oftentimes when you see a running back get bunched up in the backfield, it's usually because the defensive tackle is eating up blockers for others to make the play. Not in this case.
Now it's Kamara in the passing game.
That might feel like a little bit of a lost opportunity there for the offense because the defense brought pressure that time. And sometimes against that, you can get out to your running back, and it can turn into a big gain downfield. But what a nice job they did getting to him quickly and holding him to a short gain.
And this won't be enough. A good secure tackle, and they stop him a few yards shy at the 46. So the completion good for 7 there.
We can make this one pretty simple. Locked up all of his progressions downfield, forced to get it to his running back. But how about the way they ran to the football and knocked him down to force a fourth down?
He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. And a bit of a mistake there. This is well into the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 20-yard line.
The Bengals drive about to get going. As we eat closer and closer to intermission, Charles, remember last time out they punted. They would love to get points here, especially if this is going to be their final possession of the first half.
Yeah, and this is what close games feel like because the pressure is on both sides, but sometimes the pressure is a little bit higher on the team with the slight edge because they're trying to hold on to that.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Marcus May with a pick. And they'll take possession already in the red zone and in a great spot to add points to the scoreboard.
And Brandon, how many times have we seen a defense with a lot of field behind them get even more aggressive, right? They feel like they've got them not pinned down, but in a favorable spot for them, and they took advantage of it there. Got a nice interception and set up their offense in great shape.
A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13. And he'll go down. Brought down at the 20-yard line. There for the sack, B.J. Hill. So now after the sack, Winston and the Saints needing to figure out what to do. Tough play, 3rd and long. And it'll be intercepted. Trey Flowers picks it. And the Bengals will take over here at their own 12-yard line.
And as we've seen, points have been precious so far, and they just threw some away on that snap. And look, let's face it, as we advance further into this game, that play will be on the minds of everyone who's watching it. They wonder if this is the turning point. Is this the spot where those points are given away? It could cost them a ball game.
And he is not going to go anywhere. They're going to get to him behind the line, and that is going to get us to the 2-minute warning.
I'm wondering.
Throwing on 2nd and 14. Burrow. His throw incomplete.
That's now 6 dropbacks, 6 incompletions. Yeah, the defense been pretty good early, but he's got to start hitting some of those throws. He's making them better than what they actually are.
Here we go.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Out of the gun, it's Burrow. And the catch made, it's Tyler Boyd. And he's able to get this one all the way past the 30. The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline to talk over what to do next.
Here we go.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Burrow will throw. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
I hate to say it, Charles, but the way that he has played in this first half, you just kind of hold your breath every time he drops back to pass.
Yeah, you might be holding your breath, but those guys on the defensive side of the ball, they've got big smiles on their faces. He's handing out picks like the people just leave the candy out at Halloween and you take what you want. They're having a blast out there playing against him today.
On 2nd down, here's Mixon. There he goes, left side. The 30. 10, 5, and all the way in for a Cincinnati score. Joe Mixon, his 5th rushing touchdown now on the year. And the Bengals are within an extra point of tying up this ball game. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And that is going to tie our game as we approach halftime. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. Taken from about the 12. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
One play has him to the 37 here for 1st and 10. Looking long for Thomas. And Jameis intercepted a 3rd time. Daxton Hill picks it off. And he'll take it across midfield to the 46-yard line.
You can easily see the logic. It's a tie game. They just wanted to press it a little bit right before the half, hoping to get one more score.
Yeah, easy to second-guess the result, but now you have to think after that interception, just a field goal, and they're behind at the break.
Yeah, I think at the half, the head coach just says, look, that's on me. I wanted to press it, but it's because I believe in you guys.
And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Back to to Mixon on second down. And once more, this play going in the wrong direction. The Saints get to him behind the line again. Now on third and long, they'll look to throw. Going up top. And now here's another interception. Picked off by the corner, Bradley Roby. And a potential turning point as they'll get the football in very good field position late in this first half. Final play of the half here, Winston. He'll air it out deep for Thomas. And it's knocked away and incomplete. So a touchdown apiece. That's what we have the show at halftime as they head to the locker room. 7-7 our score. As we'll get you over to Orlando, where standing by is Jonathan Coachman. He has our EA Sports halftime report. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. Set and ready to go for the second half. One touchdown apiece, 7-7 our score. He will return this from deep in the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
Take over first and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
On one, ready?
The Bengals drive about to get going. It's a tie football game here. What do you think, Charles, the message was at halftime?
Well, I think that they probably just looked at things and said, we're fortunate that this is a tie game. No need to panic, no need to change a whole lot. We didn't put anything close to our best in the first half, so we don't have to go out and win one for the Gipper. Let's just go out and play our best football and win one for us.
He's got a man complete. And they work this well upfield across the 45. The big play has them all the way out near midfield for a first and 10. Here's Burrow setting up to throw it. And the Saints pressure gets him. Brought down for a sack. So after the sack, here's second and 14. Here's Burrow. Airing one out for Boyd. And that will be incomplete. Trying to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be third down.
And those two just haven't been in sync thus far. They've done a nice job against him, but still, with his talent, you would expect him to have more completions to him in this game.
On third down, Mixon. And a minimal gain here as he's up to about the 47-yard line. It's a gain of just 3, and the offense likely going to yield to the punting unit here on fourth down.
Well, the guys who are paid to make the tackles deserve some kudos there, but I think they deserve even bigger ones because in that situation, they had to be thinking pass. Loosened up defense, going to pass coverage. Instead, maybe they surprised them a little bit running the ball, yet they rallied to it and stopped them well short of a first down.
Fourth down. Here's Joe Burrow. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by Pete Werner. The 20. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. So they go on fourth down. Not only do they not get it, it turns into 6 points the other way. Disastrous.
And many people think you should just go ahead and knock it down in that situation. Turn it over for the offense. But I had a defensive coordinator recently tell me, we see that as a passive play. We don't do that anymore. We want the ball in our hands, and we want to head the other way.
Probably also instinct a lot of times. If you see a lot of green grass ahead of you, go ahead and grab it.
It's the exact right play to do. That's knowing when to break the rules and when to make a play that maybe you hadn't been taught.
And he's only going to make it to the 13-yard line and no further.
For most people, the excitement of a kickoff return is to see a long one that goes back in the opposite direction. But for the guys covering it, it's being able to stop them deep in their own territory. How about that incredible form tackle right there? Shoulder in the ball carrier, and down he goes.
2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be second and 8. They'll stay on the ground. Mixon again. And he'll go down just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. They will throw on first down with Burrow. He will find his man Chase complete. And they work this well upfield across the 45. Burrow going to give this to Mixon. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. On 2nd and 12, Burrow. He's got a man complete. He'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. It's a gain of 34.
I'm pretty sure any quarterback will tell you it's nice to have a tight end that can stretch the field. And how about him right there, working in the heart of the defense, and they connect on a very nice play downfield, a combination of talent and toughness to go into the briar patch.
That's some good hard running there as he'll push his way forward for about 5. Back to Mixon on 2nd down. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7.
A big hole there. How about him handling the point of attack? Just positioning himself so that run could go right off of his backside and deep into the secondary.
Burrow looking to pass. That's to Chase. He's got it. Touchdown, Cincinnati. Jamar Chase, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Bengals are an extra point away from evening this one up. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And we are tied at 14. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. Pulls it in at the 13. And out a little across the 25 to the 27. The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. We got a brand new ball game, all even after that last touchdown, so every drive now becoming a little more critical here in the second half. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
Now the pass finding its way into the hands of Eric Ebron. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage. On 3rd down, Winston. And it's going to be incomplete. He was able to catch it there on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. And it's going to bring up 4th down. Here comes the Saints punter now. He's been terrific so far. A good return there, 17 yards. And the Bengals will take over here 1st and 10.
At their own 24-yard line.
The Bengals drive about to get going. Well, the offense coming back out here. Plenty of energy, ready to roll, looking to just add to what they have been doing after scoring a touchdown, Charles, their last time out.
And that's a great feeling to have on the sideline, partner, knowing you just won the battle against the opposing defense. And since they came off the field, I'll guarantee you all they want to do is get back out there because they know they have the upper hand on that defense right now.
Trying to lay one up deep. And that one incomplete. They try to sneak in a deep ball with the clock running down. But to no avail as time will expire on this 3rd quarter of play. The Bengals on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This is 3rd and 9. Now Burrow. This is caught. It's Boyd. And he is going to have a Bengals 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Throwing now. Burrow on 1st down. And this is going to be intercepted. Marcus May with a pick. And the Saints will have solid field position here as they... 45-yard line. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. And the question, can they turn that interception into points? A tie game for the moment in the fourth quarter. And he fights forward for a modest 2-yard gain, second down. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Winston. And on the left sideline, he caught it, but out of bounds, according to the head linesman. Incomplete, so the ball a little late getting there, and it's 3rd down. Winston from the gun on 3rd down. That pass is caught by Hardy. And he is going to have a Saints first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. They'll pound it up the middle with Kamara. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. He has just been completely taken out of this game. We're in the fourth quarter. He's single digits in the rushing department.
And I know we look at him because the numbers do go to his production.
And this is going to be intercepted. And the Bengals are going to get this back to their own 34-yard line. Well, we say it often, Charles, but not all interceptions are created equally, and that is a big one here in a tie ball game in the fourth quarter.
And, Brandon, when games are this close, it usually comes down to the team making the fewest mistakes, and that was one of our mantras back at Tennessee. Coach Major used to say all the time, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. You've got to cut those down to give yourself an opportunity.
Tackle there going to Marshawn Lattimore. That time they're able to bottle him up, but he's having a really nice game.
I agree with that. Let's just go big picture, right? Every back that's in the Hall of Fame had carries where they didn't gain yardage or they lost yardage, but you stick with them, don't you? When they're having a good game, keep feeding them.
And he'll rumble for about 5 and close to the 40. They're going option play on 3rd down. Oh, he tried to pitch it, and the ball's loose. And this is picked up by the Saints. And he's into the end zone. A fumble return and a Saint touchdown. So many times tight games decided by one big play. And a lot of times, of course, it's the offense. Here, it's the defense coming up huge.
And you know, head coaches walk around locker rooms, walk around bench areas saying, guys, somebody make a play. It's a cliche, but it applies here.
So here's the kickoff now as he'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. Well, from deep in the end zone, he's going to bring this out. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there. The Bengals drive about to get going. The interception sets them up with an opportunity to erase this fourth quarter deficit. And this series could very well determine our... Look at this! Middle of the field, a breakaway! And all the way in for a Cincinnati score!
Touchdown, Cincinnati.
He's been having a great game, and that one right there, his best run so far, and it ends with 6 points.
And not only that, in his mind, what is he thinking? Can I get to 200 yards as well? Because he knows he's closing in on it. He may not know the exact number, but the best runners have a feel of what the yardage is that they're compiling, and he knows that he's getting close to that 200-yard mark now.
This one fielded at the 5. And he'll get it up across the 20 to the 21-yard line. Winston and the Saints now with a 1st and 10 at their own 21. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And he fires one incomplete.
His back has been a dependable safety valve all game, so he went back to him when his first read was covered. Just unable to connect, so the play results in no gain.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Winston. And this one's incomplete.
Well, so far in this drive, they've done some good work. They force incompletions on 1st and 2nd down, bring up 3rd and 10. That brings up the big question. Do they bring pressure, or do they play coverage on this down?
Winston now. Looking long for Thomas. And this is going to be intercepted. And they are going to take over right there at the 22-yard line. Well, these defensive coaches, they sure like what they've got in this rookie corner. And with good reason, as you saw there.
He only cost him a day 2 pick, and a lot of people thought he had first-round ability. But when he was available on draft night, that was one where you didn't need the full time to make the selection. You called that pick in early, and it shows why he was so coveted with that interception there.
Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down. They've called his number a lot this afternoon. You wonder how much tread is left on those tires.
We certainly do, but I always think back to one of my favorite coaches in the NFL, and he used to have a meeting with his running backs every year in the offseason and say, look, as many times as you're going to carry the ball, you should be able to carry it one more time, so make sure you get in shape.
214 yards rushing for him so far as his terrific season continues here. Getting down to the good stuff. All tied with 2 minutes remaining on EA Sports.
Let's go. Drop 17. Move right. 6, 7.
And here comes throw number 1 for the backup QB. And this is going to be intercepted. Marcus May with a pick. And the Saints are going to get the football here at their own 40-yard line. Yes, folks, that is his 3rd interception, and I'm going to use one of those overused phrases in football. He's a ball-hawking safety.
I love the way that you called for the shot there. That's perfect, though, because...
And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. Gotta imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on second down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Pass complete to Ebron. And they've got it well across midfield, down to the 40 before it's all said and done. The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with 65 seconds remaining. Winston to throw. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. They'll wind up losing 8 on the sack there, and it's 2nd down. Here's Winston. That's caught inside the 20. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him. It's a gain of 34. So here we go. Maybe the biggest kick of the game forthcoming. So now with 6 seconds remaining, we get a timeout on the field. So it all rests now on the right leg of Will Lutz. Now they get the timeout. It leads you to wonder, will they kick it here or risk running another play and possibly not getting down in time? We'll see. And now it all rests on the right foot of their kicker. His first attempt of the afternoon, and it's for the win. And this has no chance. It's no good. Well, wide to the left, and a costly one there as this game remains tied here in the 4th. Mond looks to throw on first down. He's got a man, complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Final whistle blows, and we need some extra time here to decide who. And here in overtime, if the team that receives the ball scores a touchdown, it's over. If they don't, we can still have some more football.
That's exactly right. If they go down and kick a field goal, the other team gets a possession to either match it or score a touchdown to win the ball game. If both teams kick field goals, the next team to score wins. But if the receiving team throws a pick six or fumbles the ball and gets picked up by the defense and they score, the game is over at that point.
The Bengals drive about to get going.
Well, they fought hard to reach this point, Charles, and now what an opportunity. They've got the ball first, a chance to take this overtime win away from the hostile crowd.
And you know, as the quarterback steps into that huddle, the first thing he's telling his team is, remember, we need 6, not 3. So we don't need a good drive. We need a great drive. And this is what they've been planning for. It's time to execute and take it downfield, even against all these odds.
A handoff, running left, Mixon.
And he's got a Bengals first down as he's got this up to the 45-yard line.
They go with the ground game, pick up the first, now in plus territory.
And that changes the whole mentality of the play caller, doesn't it? Once they cross the 50, they feel like they're in the strike zone. Right? You don't have to be in the red zone to take those big shots downfield or go after the end zone. Right now, that might be available to them.
And now this first drive in OT continues. And they'll wind up getting this with all the way down inside the 20. That one 28 yards on the ground. Got to give a nod of appreciation to some of those guys up front over on that left side. Several key blocks sprung him.
No appreciation for the guys from the backside that didn't allow any leakage and anybody to run him down from the backside.
They're at the kids' table.
Okay, so front side guys good, backside guys,
man,
that's what you're supposed to do.
I've had better.
Okay, either way, worked out quite well, didn't it? A nice sizable game.
After the loss, they'll come up 2nd and 13. Now a first throw here in overtime. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
Just looking at it from a defensive perspective, when you break the huddle in the red zone, tight end is one of the guys you've got to key because quarterbacks want the ball in their hands fast in this position, and they want to get it to someone. And in this case, he had the play. They just didn't complete it.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Running left, it's Mixon. And he'll at least get him inside the red zone here, down to about the 19. And I know you, with every carry, especially in overtime, you're just saying, if you're that ball carrier, hold on to the football.
Hold on to it, protect it, but not necessarily settle it, because you're trying to get to the end zone. You're trying to end the game right here. And I know the defensive guys poking, clawing, raking, trying to knock the ball free and protect their end zone.
Yeah, like you alluded to, especially this part of the field.
So after the made field goal, here's McPherson to send this one away. Taken from about the 12. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. Well, it's pretty simple now. They need a field goal out of this drive to extend overtime, or obviously, Charles, a touchdown to win it.
Yeah, and I'm taking the defense's perspective on this one, partner, because now they know with a 3-point lead, they can afford to give that up because you just keep playing, right? The overtime gets extended. But if you give up the touchdown, it's game over. So on offense, every play you make, you've got to try and get just a little bit more out of each one in order to try and get to the end zone, because they're going to play everyone back, keep everything in front.
So they take the flag and the yardage that comes with it.
Following the penalty, it's 1st and 5, and you got to think offensively, all kinds of options. Throwing, Winston. And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far, and 2nd down. So they'll come up after the incompletion for 2nd down. Jameis to throw it.
This pass complete to Melton. And they'll get this down to around the 47-yard line.
I think that's a big pickup for a first down, because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a first down. Executed it to perfection.
And they're going to get this down near the 35-yard line.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. They'll throw again. Winston.
And he'll be taken down here just shy of the 30.
So a little choke there on 1st as they try to chip away down 3 in overtime.
I like your description. Chip away, down 3. You don't have to get it all in one big play, although obviously that would be nice, but there's no need to have that type of risk associated with it. Run your offense, get first downs, get yourself in a position where you know you're going to at least get 3 and keep this game going. If you get 6, so much the better.
He's got Thomas yet again complete. And he's into the end zone for the touchdown and the game winner.
Yep, good game, bro.
Charles, a very simple mission